Hi, this is Dr. Campbell. Today I wanted to speak to the Oklahoma City public school teachers regarding recent civil rights complaints and exactly how the teachers can respond to those complaints. Now, the first complaint deals with opportunities for both females and males in regards to Title IX. Now, that's going to mainly become administrative. And what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to start making sure that the funding is equal. I've been a former girls basketball and softball coach. And one of the things that I found that the athletic director did was he would spend more money on my girls' uniforms and whatever other equipment that they needed to equal the balance when it came to the boys and girls. But what you can do as a teacher is you can help out that athletic director and become a coach or recommend some recreational activities for the girls so that then they will be able to equalize that spending. And in that way, you would definitely be helping them out. Now, the second challenge that was complained about was discrimination against blacks and Hispanic students with disabilities. And the best way to protect yourself is to document all classroom strategies that you are implementing before you recommend them for special ed services. Make sure that your recommendations are objective and not subjective. And then implement strategies that are recommended by special education teachers. And don't become frustrated if your strategy doesn't work. The main thing is you don't want any investigators to think that you are recommending students for special ed because you have racial biases. And then finally, the final complaint was that there is retaliation and discrimination against black and Hispanic students regarding discipline. Now, if I was going to protect myself, what I would do is I first of all would allow the students to develop the classroom rules and the consequences. This will also make the students take ownership of any infractions. I would also implement a progressive discipline system. So I would have a couple warnings in place, a couple verbal warnings, and the children who really got out of hand, I would document that. So even before I submit a referral, you've had two or three warnings. And I mean, you've had warnings where everybody in the classroom knows that you were warned. I also would make sure that the consequences are objective and not subjective. And so if a student does this, then you're going to do this. And make sure that you do it. Otherwise, they'll just say you're bluffing. And you want to review on a quarterly basis the quantity of referrals that you're submitting. Because what you don't want to do is when they look at the statistic, you are one of those teachers who are submitting all of the referrals, and then they think there's a problem with you. This is Dr. Campbell. You can read about the entire article on my blog at www.positiveracialrelationships.com. You can also call me on my direct line, 856 566 3267. Thank you for viewing today. Have a great day.